Hey everyone, welcome to another video after a long time. So we are back in COMSOL Multiphysics, and in this video we will have a very quick tutorial to how to add a bounding box in COMSOL. Now people use manual techniques to create a air surrounding or something that is dipped in a fluid or something like that, but there is a very automatic and easy way to do that in a better way. So when we import a CAD geometry in COMSOL, the import object usually represents only the physical part itself, such as a drone, a heat sink, or something like that, and even like a pipe component or antenna. But in many simulations, solving the physics only inside the object is not enough. We also need to represent the space around it, the temperature, the pressure, and other things, because the surrounding region is where the fluid flows, the heat dissipates, and the sound propagates and so on. So we'll just import a geometry that one of the project is working, and I will actually show you how to use it. So let's say I import a geometry. This is a CAD geometry, and I'll just click on build all, and hopefully the geometry will be here. Yes, okay, so this is our geometry. It's quite detailed, as you can see, with all the parts and everything, with the blades. Now let's say you want to study how fluids behave around it at low velocity, something like that, or maybe the temperature by the surrounding air. So what you will do, you'll create a box or a cylinder and try to work, right? For example, maybe you will try to create a empty box, maybe a big one, and you will try to create the box, and you will see that it is not in place. Then you will try to match it and then try to see if it is inside or not, and so on. Now this is not a good idea. Okay, so one of the better way is that what you can do, you can again click on block, but now in the define by section you click the bounding box. Now when you click on it, what happens is, if you select an object, then it will create a box around it. So I'll show you an example. Let's say I'm interested in this blade, okay, and I want to study only the blade or the air surrounding it. So I can click on build selected, and you will see that it will create a box around it. Now if I click here, you can see that it is surrounding it. Now if I want, what I can do is that I can select a box of the whole geometry and then click on build selected. When we do that, you will see that the geometry, all of it is inside that box. Now you may think that some part of it is touching or something like that. Now here we have margins. So let's say I want to add 0.3 meter more than the top layer. Now when you click on build all object, you can see that the top layer got expanded. So you can do this with your geometry. You don't have to worry about what is the size of the geometry. You can just have the margins. You can make it as a parameter and then use it in your geometry. I think this is really great. So I'll tell you some of the examples where this can be really useful. So let's say you are working on external flow and CFD. Now this is one of the most common uses. Suppose we import the geometry of a drone, a car, or an airfoil, or any object exposed to air. To simulate airflow around the object, we need a volume of air surrounding it. The bounding box can create that air region automatically. After that, the solid object can be subtracted from the box, leaving the fluid domain around it. This is extremely useful for studying like velocity distribution, pressure drop, drag force, lift force, and so on. Another example is like heat transfer when surrounding air or fluid is there. Like in heat transfer problem, the object may not be isolated. For example, an electronic component battery pack or motor heats up and transfers heat to the air around it. In those cases, the bounding box can represent the surrounding medium, right? And it can really help. Even in acoustics, vibrating structures or sound sources do not act only within the geometry, right? They radiate sound into the surrounding space. The bounding box can define the surrounding acoustics domain, and once created, it becomes possible to analyze sound pressure level, wave propagation, radiation pattern, and so on. Even in electromagnetic simulations, you definitely need the space around the device to see how it behaves and so on, especially like understanding the scattering and other properties. So there are actually a lot of applications, and definitely for realistic simulation you should consider the surroundings. So in all those cases, this is really useful. I hope this video helps, and now we can clearly create the bounding box across any geometry, either imported or geometry that we have created with your own. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.